Hi and welcome to episode 59 of the Arya Bark Podcast. My name's Caroline and I'm coming to you today from my home in Fife in Scotland. If you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. It's great to have you here. I would like to apologise for last week's sound quality. Despite the fact that I had the microphones set up, I didn't actually plug them in. Have checked, they are definitely plugged in, so hopefully there will be no weird hissing sound. You can find detailed show notes on the Arya Bark website, which is aryabark.co.uk. You can find me on Ravelry as either Arya Bark or my personal account, which is Sultra. We have a Ravelry group, which is Arya Bark Podcast. We do have a private group on the website for anyone who's unable to use Ravelry but would like to take part in make-alongs and chatter and just other stuff. You can sign up by going to the community tab, then groups. That will pop up a wee form. We'll ask you your name, obviously, and we will also ask you for either your Ravelry username or your Instagram, your Ravelry name, or the name you go by on Instagram. You can also put in your name on Facebook, just to check if you're to make sure that you're a crafter, and then you'll receive an email from us to say that you are free to log in. We have an Instagram page, which is Arya Bark Designs. We have a Facebook page, which is Arya Bark Designs, and we have a Ko-fi page, which is Arya Bark Designs. We are currently running two make-alongs at the moment. The first one is the hashtag ABD/MASH2022. It started on the 1st of January and ends on the 31st of December. You must be a member of either the Ravelry or the private group on the website for your entry to count. Prizes will be drawn quarterly. Physical prizes for the FO thread. Those will be chosen by random number generator, and Mr. Bark and Andrew will choose an entry from the charter thread, and the winners will receive a partner of their choice up to the value of £10. Whips are allowed and multiple dipping is heartily encouraged. As long as it can be measured in metres, it can be entered, so knitting, crochet, Tunisian crochet, spinning and weaving. Goals are at your own discretion. You can increase and decrease whenever you like, or not set a goal at all. And each person entering will have one FO thread post that all projects will be logged in. Our next make-along is the hashtag Yappy and Scrappy Blanket Make-along 2022. Again, that starts on the 1st of January and ends on the 31st of December. You must be a member of either the private group or the Ravelry group in order for your entries to count. Prizes will be drawn quarterly. Physical prizes for the FO thread. The winner is chosen by the random number generator. Mr. Bark and Andrew will choose entries for each month, and the winners will receive a partner of their choice up to the value of £10. Whips are allowed and multiple dipping is encouraged. The only rule for the blanket make-along is your blankets must be a minimum of 16 by 16 inches to qualify, and there's no maximum size. That's entirely up to you. Make sure when you're putting your entries into the FO thread that you also put them into the charter thread to double your chances of winning a prize. This week we have coming in whips and lined up. In this week's episode, there's just a lot of knitting, and timestamps for each section can be found in the description box below. I'm still remaining very good. I have not purchased any more yarn, so we'll have. Technically, that's a lie. I have purchased more yarn, but it's not came yet, so technically it doesn't count. And when it does arrive, it still doesn't count because it was from my Yarny Corner, and we all know that, as far as I'm concerned, my Yarny Corner does not count as stash. They're ornaments for me to admire. The lovely Craig at Universe had put a post up, I think it was last week, may have been last weekend, showing a new item that he had in his shop. And you know me, love Universe, so I purchased it. Now this is the rammed full tote bag. I'll stick it up, from Universe. This is going to be a project bag for when I'm lined up. I just haven't decided what project's going to go in it. So that was my first purchase. Then I purchased the depleted in a acrylic pen to go on my tea towel full of pins. So cute. And it's actually transparent. Hold that up like that. It's actually transparent. It is. So we'll get that on later. My next purchases were the Scotland sticker. It's so cute. That's going to go in my diary. And we have the QR code sticker. Now, if you actually scan that, it comes up with a very fun thing. I was rather impressed. It just dawned on me as I was bringing them out. I thought, I wonder if that QR code does actually work, and it does. I'm impressed. Well done, Craig. Love you. And I also received I think my camera's wonky. Depleted. Let's see if I can get that. When did I take it off the last time? There, that works. A depleted sticker. Thank you very much, Craig. I love my products as per usual. You know me, anything for a Universe product. So that's all that I purchased this week. Didn't purchase any yarn, so my yarn ban is going exceptionally well. Long may it continue. My first bit in my Naomi's favourite bag, love that bag, is Andrew's socks. Now these are the basic socks with integrated heel. That's them there. Love them. My goal last week was to do 2 inches on the leg. This was where I was last week. As you can see, I did manage to get them up to the same size. I have put both the heels in, as you can see. Both my heels, well, they're not my heels, they're Andrew's heels. Both Andrew's heels are in. Can I get my hand in there to show them off? Andrew's heels are in. And I'm now just working down the foot. Now I think for Andrew, these are a UK size 9. So I think for Andrew's foot, it's about 8 inches I have to do on the foot. The yarn I've used is Poplar Yarn Company in colourway Splattered Ink. I don't know if that's shown up all that well. It's nice. That is pretty much. It has come out really nice. This is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. You get 425 metres and 100 grams. I've still got a fair amount of this left. Now I haven't weighed it yet. I will do so shortly, and I'll stick a bit in how much I've currently got left to do his foot. I'm not overly concerned that I'm not going to have enough, because they're both pretty much at the same pretty much got the same amount on both. I am doing these on a 2.25mm high sharp with a 32-inch cord. I have thoroughly enjoyed the pattern. This will be the first cuff down pair of the integrated heel that I've done, and I've now done 2 in the toe up version. As far as vanilla socks go, I'm not enjoying them. I have come to the conclusion that vanilla socks, unless there's something going on with the yarn to keep my interest, I get bored. Doing this much on the leg was a bit of a slog. Doing the heel was great because that kept my interest going, and now I have about 8 inches to go on the foot, so that's going to take forever. My goal will be for this week to put 3 inches on the foot. If I don't manage it, I'm not going to beat myself up, because to be honest with you, as I said before, vanilla socks really don't hold my interest these days. So that's these. The sock pattern is available on Ravelry. If you're unable to use Ravelry, you can direct message Albina on Instagram, and she will advise you on how to make payment and have the pattern sent to you. Again, I'm just going to keep working on them, and I'll see where I get to next week. My next whip is Krabby Pants cardigan. This is Great Love by Anka's Trick. And this was where I was last week. I've managed to put another few inches on. The goal for this week was to get 3 inches put on. I think the last time I measured it, I was just over the 3 inches. Obviously I finished the front decreases, and I think I'm at the stage now where I'm making less mistakes. This is a size 6, which is an extra large. It is 146 centimetres or 57.5 inches. I'm enjoying it more than what I have been. It's not a difficult pattern. The yarn I'm using, I've not got a bow band on me, so I'll just stick a picture in. It is So Crafty Iron Yarn, and it's in the shade Elephant. It is a 75% acrylic, 25% wool. You get 800 metres and 400 grams, and I'm using a 4mm higher sharp. At the moment, I think I have to do about 30 inches. Is it 30? 32. Can't remember. I have to do some sort of inches for the underarm. Obviously it's taken a while. Andrew loves it, which is the most important thing. Me, I can't honestly say I don't enjoy working on it, because I do once I get started, but it's not the first thing that I'm wanting to pick up. And I think because I know how long he's wanting it, I think that's part of the reason that's put me off. And obviously I have managed to take a big chunk out of the first ball, and obviously this is still the first ball. I think the plan will be to see if I can get a bit more work put on it. Ideally I'd need, I'm looking at about 4 inches for next week to get on it. I'm still considering whether to start doing the sleeves just to break it up a bit. because at least then I'll be going round in a circle. The Great Love is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. If there is anywhere else that you can purchase the pattern, I will leave the details in the show notes. My last whip this week is the Bridge Before Home cowl. Now, last week I wanted to get the ribbon finished. I have to be very careful because that's about to fall off. This was where I was last week, and I have managed to get a fair bit done. Obviously I've got the rest of the ribbon done, and I've managed to put in 2 repeats. Managed to put 2 repeats in. I think I am at the stage where I'm about to start the 3rd repeat. Now, this is a combination of the Bridge Before Home socks by Angela McGowan. I'll stick a picture in. And the Sockhead cowl by Kelly McClure. I am thoroughly enjoying this. This week I'm hoping to get another 4 or 5 repeats in. Now I won't bother using that one because it's a bit of a mess. I'm using Knit Picks Felice in shade River Rock. One of those, wait a minute, that's a lot. So the colour number will be 27632. I don't know if that's still available because I have had this for a while. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. You get 199 metres per 50 grams. I think I had used about 25 grams for the ribbon. So I don't know how many repeats I'm actually going to get out of the next ball. And obviously I've still got a wee drop left on this. And I'm absolutely loving how it's working up. And obviously once I block this, which is a bit hard to see on, once I block that, it's going to look stunning. This is the project that I'm wanting to work on more, obviously, because of the pattern. I think there's about an 8 row pattern repeat. And then with the colours changing as well, it just makes it a project that you want to sit and get to the next pattern repeat. Now, the Bridge Before Home socks are a paid for pattern on Ravelry. The Sockhead cowl is a free pattern. I am really enjoying this. I did the ribbon in a 2.25. I am currently working the body of the cowl in a 2.75. And yeah, I really, really enjoy it. I have made a lot more progress on this and Andrew's socks, obviously. Mind you saying that, I have made a fair bit of progress on Andrew's cardigan. There was a few days during the week where I didn't knit as much as I normally do. So the plan is to have this as close to being finished as possible. If you had watched last week, I had asked for some help on what project I should start next. Now, there was 3. There was the Lavender Charm Top by Drops Design, the Nightfall Shawl by A.K. Laurie Designs, and the Counting Sheet Blanket by Lisa Hannon Fox. I would like to thank everybody who did vote. It is muchly appreciated. And the one that won, I'm secretly very happy about. And it is the Counting Sheet Blanket. I'm not going to lie. On, was it Tuesday? I had took the cord from one half of this blanket to do, I think it might have been Stephen West. I'm dropping stitches already. And now that Stephen West is finished, I can actually start working on this again. Now, because Andrew's not here, it's going to make counting sheet faces harder. Now, the last time this was shown, I need to be careful because obviously that's dangling precariously. I was here. So I have managed to put a wee bit on. Now, I think the only thing I'd done, I put it on, I think I was actually on this side, which is the white and the black. So I managed to finish the row and get it all on one needle. Now, I'll shoot this way because it's so much easier. The last time this was on, there was 28 sheet faces. I am now up to 35. Love it so much. I think my plan will be to put a minimum of 2 rows on a day. Now, I'm still pretty much at the beginning of the chart. I'm not 100% sure how big this is going to be. Obviously, a lot of work has gone into it. My problem is, obviously it's a blanket. I have zero intentions of using it as a blanket. My plan has always been to use it as a wall hanging. So, I think there's 3, possibly 4 charts in the pattern. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the first run through of the chart, measure it from there, and then decide on its actual finish measurement from that. I will need to go back onto the chart and measure where the first chart finishes, because I'm pretty sure I'm on chart 2. So there might actually be 4 charts, because you repeat the middle section a couple of times and then you do. So I'm just going to keep working on it. I'll try and put a couple of rows in every day, and hopefully I should make some progress on it. I am using Robin Double Knit in shade 44, which is black, and the white is Yarn Fair Tootsie in baby white. Both of these are 100% acrylic. The Robin is 300 meters per 100 grams, and the white is 150 meters per 50 grams. I am using a 3.75 higher sharp, and I am using 2 60-inch cords. Now, I'm pretty sure when I measured this, it came out about 72 inches. I am very, very pleased with the work that I've done so far. It is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. You can also purchase it from Lisa's shop on Etsy. I had never done double knit before, and I am really, really pleased with how this has worked up. Is it perfect? I have caught stitches, I've split stitches, but for a first attempt, now considering I can't do colour work to save myself, I have, however, managed to make a really good job of this. And I'm very, very pleased. So now all I have to do is continue to work on it. Now, I do have point protectors, which I'm planning on putting on because I really don't need my stitches falling off. So I have put my wee panda, my wee hi panda, wee sock, to stop it falling off. So hopefully by next week I should have a few more. I was going to say panda faces. No, sheep faces added on. Next weekend, next Saturday to be precise, the lovely Tonya from Karma's Stitch is having another cast on party. Now, I have debated on whether I really should be casting anything else on. But you know me, I will. At the moment, I've only chosen 2 projects to cast on because I'm hoping to start working on. I think I've got two projects from the last cast on party that I want to get finished. And I'm hoping that either the socks or the cowl will be near enough finished by next week. So the projects that I'm going to cast on, the first one is is it Lysianthus? Sure, it's Lysianthus socks by Becky Norman. I'll stick a picture in. Now, the lovely Denise from Dear Designs very kindly, I can't even remember what we were talking about, brought these socks to my attention. Now, they are stunning. Now, they are cuffed down. However, I'm going to make a modification. I'm sure it's got a heel flapping gusset in it. I'm no great with heel flapping gussets. So I'm going to put in the integrated heel by Albina McLaughlin. And the yarn I'm going to use is My Yarny Corner in Zebra. This is an 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. You get 360 metres and 100 grams. This is stunning. I absolutely love that. So that is going to be what I knit the socks in. I think the pattern calls for a 2.5. Sure, it's a 2.5, and that's what I'm going to do these on. Now, the pattern is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. If there is anywhere else you can purchase it, I will link it in the show notes. Is there anything else? Oh, and I'll be doing a UK size 5. So that's my first project I'm going to cast on. My next project is going to be the Moss Stitch Shawl by Sarah Zimmerman. Now I'm going to stick a picture into that. I have seen the shawl a few times and I think it's lovely. Now, do I really need another shawl? No, particularly. However, I love it. I still haven't finished the blanket. However, I don't care. I'm going to be using, it would help if it was the right way around. This is Jarbo Cookie. Shade number, nope, there's there. 46204, which is violet. I'll show you that. I am going to do it in that. I do have 2 cakes. The first one's a bit of a dog's dinner. Don't know how I managed that. I do have 2 cakes. So the plan is going to be to do it in that. I'm going to use the two of them. Now these are 600 metres each and 200 gram cakes. I think what I'm going to do, because I was looking through the pattern earlier on, and I think there's 3 tassels. I'm going to take 3 tassels from the first one first, and I'm going to set those aside so that I've got the tassels there to finish it. And then the plan will be to keep working on the shawl until all the yarn's finished. Now this is, I'm pretty sure it's an yarn, but I don't think it really matters, to be honest. It's either a daycare or an yarn. I'll leave a bit up above. Now this is a free pattern on Ravelry, and I think I'm going to use a 5mm. What does it tell you on this to use? That says a 4.5 or a 5mm. I think I'll use a 5mm hook and do it in that. Now at the moment that is the only projects I'm planning on casting on. However, if I do manage to finish one of the other projects, wishful thinking I know, I may possibly start something else, or me bring out one of the ones that I've already started working on. So that is everything this week. I'm hoping this is going to be slightly shorter than normal. I will need to be finding out when Andrew's planning on coming back. Knit Natters are 8 PM British Summer Time on Wednesdays and 11 AM on a Friday. Again, BSC. If you would like to join, private message me on Instagram. I will add you to the group, and you'll get passcodes and room IDs. I don't, apart from the cast on party on Saturday, I don't have any plans for next week. I don't think. Do I? Don't think so. Hopefully I can get a hold of Andrew and find out if he's going to be here. If you are interested in joining Tonya's cast on party, I will leave links to Tonya's YouTube channel down below. And I know in this week's episode she has given details on how to join the cast on party. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it. It's been a very, very quiet week here this week. Well, it's no, but crafting wise it's been a quiet week, and hopefully next week I shall be able to put just as much work in as what I did this week. So I hope you have a very crafty week, and I will see you back here again next week. Bye.